What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Don G, and this is the Coliseum Sports Show where I call them as I see them. And man, I just wanted to go ahead and make this video ahead of Sunday because a lot of times when I make my videos, they're like right before the game starts, and ain't nobody gonna. Well, for one, it takes me a little bit longer than I would like to upload the video, so it's literally happening or uploading as like the first game is playing or the first slate of games is playing. And when you do that, unless you're somebody, ain't nobody gonna take the time to go ahead and stop watching their game and then watch what you got to say or go back and look at your video that you made beforehand. So unless you're Stephen A or Shannon Sharp or one of the pivots or the I Am athletes, ain't nobody gonna go back and rewatch what you had to say about that slate of games. So I just wanted to go ahead and get this video out the way. Tomorrow I'm going to make my predictions, so this will be dropped early. I'll try to continue with this formula and drop more videos during the week. They will be from my truck because I work on the road, but when I get home, man, I can't wait to make videos for you guys and just sit back and talk about what is going on in the sports world. Another reason why I'm starting right now is because I got the news that the 76ers guard, Kelly Oubre, was struck by a car. I guess he was out on the, just out having a good time at night, and I guess he got hit by a car. He was hospitalized. They say he was in stable condition. So I guess he's all right. Did it just happen like tonight and he got released tonight? Because the way they made it seem at first is like, they don't know if he was going to be all right, but then I get a notification he's leaving the hospital. So, so let me see where he was treated. Yeah, so it happened tonight because he was treated Saturday night for being struck by a car in Center City. All right, and he's 27 years old. He was hospitalized. He was in stable condition. I guess he might have had some injuries, but they released him. It must not have been too bad. So, I was worried for a whole second. I am a fan of Kelly Oubre. Was he with the Lakers or was he with Carolina? He played for some team that I was like, man, who's that dude? He looked kind of cool, I guess, or whatever. I just like the way, I'm a fan of tattoos, as you can see. And so I just like the way he was tatted up and stuff like that. And he was making like he was with Golden State, I believe. And he was just a very good, like, off the bench player. He was a try-hard player. That's who I am in basketball. I never been like the star player. I was taller than most of the kids growing up, and I did play basketball. So, I played center, a little bit of guard, but usually center or power forward. And I just really tried hard. I hustled really hard. I got a lot of rebounds. And, yeah, I think I like guys who do that, who hustle hard. They leave it all on the court or at least, take advantage of the situation as best they can. Not saying that they're the best on the court or anything like that. I like the attitudes. You know what I'm saying? Let me see some dog in you, even if you ain't the man. Let me just see you out there doing what you got to do. And I think he's that kind of player. I just like the way he play. He stood out to me. All right. Some other news that happened today is, God dang it, Colorado had another loss. What is their record? They lost to Arizona today. So right now they are 4-6. Now that is 3 games more than last year. I think we all wanted them to end the season with a winning record. I believe there's 2 more games, so they could win. Win out and go 6-6. Let's make sure of that. Man, yeah, there's 2 more games. They got to go to Washington State, which they're 4-6 too. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on. You know what I'm saying? And they have to finish off with Utah, who's 7-3 right now. And goodness gracious, that's a good team. Now if they have all the ducks in a row, they might be able to pull something off. We'll see. But most likely, let's try to get at least one more win. End at 5-6. That is a humongous. And there's some games they could have won. They could have easily had a winning record. But the season just didn't fall their way. Next year, and Coach Prom said this at the beginning of the year, hey, man, I still got some players that, I'm about 6 or so players away from actually being able to compete in my league and then in the playoffs. So, and I've always said this, whenever you input a new coach or a new team, whether it be basketball or football, the first year you're not going to really see that product unless they just gel like that. You got a very good conductor, whether that be a point guard or quarterback. That can handle it and conduct it like a Tom Brady when he went to Tampa Bay. That wasn't supposed to be that good that soon, but somebody who's that great of a conductor can get everybody in that mindset like it's time to win now. Somebody that's like Steph Curry, or we haven't seen him do it because he stayed at Golden State. But even when he switched coaches, they were good before. They were good with Mark Jackson. When they switched over, it was still good. And why? Because it's of great players and great leadership and just knowing the direction they need to go and the mentality that you need to keep. Keep your core players, your Klay Thompson, your Draymond Greens, the tone setter, as far as the other mentality, and who takes very good direction from their leaders because he knows who's the top dog. It's Steph Curry. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Curry's cool. But Steph Curry is the leader of that team. So, yeah, with Colorado University, the Buffaloes, the Buffs, home of the Buffs. It's going to take them a year or two, but a year minimum to really see what they are. No matter how good Deion Sanders was, we just got, because they came out guns are blazing. You know what I'm saying? Shooting against TCU, we all were like, hold up now. He might be better than what we thought he was. He might be like not only just because his namesake and how cool he is and how great of a leader he is, he might be an actual all-time great coach, which it's still on the table. I mean, he conquered the SWAC, and he still has years to go to have a chance at improving his resume in D1 football. So we're going to see about that, and we should all just give him a chance. You shouldn't expect a final product in year one. His son is even new to that. So even though he said he balled out. Hey, I mean, they lost to Arizona. Arizona was it 34-31. So let's see how Shedeur did. I mean, he's done very good this season. He just eclipsed 10,000 yards passing in his career. So he is balling out. Let's see here. Box score. So Shedeur. So Shedeur Sanders, he had 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So he's been balling, and he had 29 rushing yards. So he's been balling out. You gotta love that. How you love that? One thing I do have to say about the Colorado Buffs is I expected more from Jimmy Horn. What is he? Is Jimmy Horn? He's a junior. He has one more year, maybe 2 more years because he switched over. But I expected more from Jimmy Horn this season. Let me see what he has. How many yards he has? I expected more. Yeah, I expected way more than that. So yeah, he's 1 yard shy of 500 yards. He has 499 yards, 5 touchdowns. I expected more. I expected more than that from Jimmy Horn, especially the way that he popped up on the scene to me and the way that they were talking about him, how he got his number first for Deion Sanders and his team. Not his sons, not Travis Hunter. It was him. He got his number first. So he was that guy. He's that dog. He was a tone setter. He was their Draymond Green, or maybe even their unspoken leader. You know what I'm saying? Just to set the tone, but I expected more. Alabama destroyed University of Kentucky 49-21. They're looking very good. They're ranked 8th right now. I think they're going to end up meeting who else is who's playing very good? Maybe LSU in the SEC. Is it them? Or are they going to face like the other team? They're going to end up facing. What is that? Who's on the other side? Is it Florida? Who's good on that? Who's the best? I don't know. We'll see. We have to look that up. Let's see here. Let's find out. We got to look at some standings. Because they're 9-1. The only loss they have is the UT, which, damn it, I love UT, man. But UT is, I don't believe in Quentin Ewers. Is it me or is it just me? Am I a hater? I don't see it in Quentin Ewers. But anyway, oh, yeah. So they're going to end up meeting up with Georgia in the SEC championship. They're going to end up meeting with Georgia in the SEC championship again. That's going to be a good game. So, yeah, they only have 1 loss. It might not be pretty with Jalen Milroe. Matter of fact, let's see what's going on with Jalen Milroe. Let's see, Jalen Milroe. All right. You can say what you want about Jalen Milroe, but he's winning. The boy's winning, you know what I'm saying? He had 234 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. And I think he's running more, too. I think he's running more, too. Well, at least he's attempting, because that's for somebody who was touted to be, everybody said he's a running back. He ain't been doing running back stuff. He actually had negative rushing yards all the way up until Tennessee. Then he had 3 yards. Then he exploded against LSU with 155 yards. Then this game he had 36 yards. So to say he's a running back is kind of far-fetched. He's been trying to pass it. Give him some time, man. He's just a sophomore, so he's from Katy, Texas. I didn't even know they from Katy, Texas. Oh yeah, they be getting Texas quarterbacks, man. I thought he was from Alabama or Mississippi or something like that. That's what I thought, from Georgia. Shout out to him, Jalen Milroe. Okay, shout out to you. I like that. Okay, but he's winning. That's all I wanted to say. Who else? Kansas, man. I was watching that game. I thought they were going to pull out the win. But they had Patrick Mahomes on the sideline for Texas Tech. They went ahead and pulled it out 16-13. Shout out to them. That was a good game. Kansas City Rock Chalk Jayhawk. I'm very proud of the University of Kansas. My family, not only, it's like a home away from home. We tend to, at certain times of our lives, we go to Kansas and come back for some. It's weird. My dad was in Kansas he had a girlfriend who her family was in Kansas, so he ended up moving out there with them and then coming back. My grandma, she moved out there when my uncle got a job in Kansas, and so they were out there in Kansas, and they ended up coming back. My stepdad now, his family moved from New York to Kansas, so when his mother got sick, he moved out to Kansas again to watch over her. So there's a very close connection with me in Kansas, just like it is with me and California. So either my family member, Louisiana, my bad, I'm sorry. It's Louisiana, Texas, California, and Kansas. It's weird. Like I said, when my family kind of moves and navigates, you know what I'm saying, through this world, you know what I'm saying? So we got, my blood comes from Louisiana. My upbringing is definitely Texas, mixed in with some New York, Kansas. And we migrate back and forth to Kansas and California, you know what I'm saying, from Texas. With my blood from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying, baby? Baby. If you know about them Broussards, you know what I'm talking about. Right now, USC is fighting against Oregon. I say fighting because, boy, they trying to stay in the game right now. It's only the second quarter. Oregon has 22 points on them. USC has no defense. They're just like the Colorado Buffs. That's why they went blow to blow with the Buffs. It's a sad day for Caleb Williams, man. He ain't got no defense out there. And just to round out this college football talk, let's to round it out. Michigan, the last 3 games, Coach Harbaugh was suspended on what they believe to be, I guess, tampering or sign stealing. But from my understanding, what I was hearing all the way up until today, I didn't really hear nothing different, but he got suspended these last 3 games. Like, I think either sometime this week he got suspended. But before then, I heard it was like somebody who was affiliated with the program, but he wasn't an actual coach or somebody who was getting paid by them. Or I heard he was just like a diehard fan. I think he's ex-military, and he just got along with the team a lot. And so they allowed him to come along and just, be a part of the experience. And he took it upon himself. I believe his last name is Stallions. Him and I think a few other guys, they took it upon themselves to scout these teams, or maybe not even fully scout, but it came across the table of the NCAA or the Big Ten that there was a master sheet that had like color coordinated like signals, hand signals that he was in possession of. And like I said, he was hanging out with the coaches. They have no proof that Coach Harbaugh had any knowledge of it, but Michigan took it upon themselves, and they came with the mentality that it was personal. You guys just don't like it that we are balling right now, I guess. You don't like what we're doing. You want Ohio State to win it, Penn State, somebody else to win it, and y'all want to make it very hard for us because our last 3 games, 2 out of those 3 was Penn State and Ohio State. Now today they did get the win, but barely. They won 24-15 against Penn State. Their last game is against Ohio State. They will not have Coach Harbaugh, and they'll be looking to try to get into those college playoffs. So you see where I'm coming with this. I think they kind of destroyed their season. They said the last 3 games he suspended. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair, especially if you knew about this and you let him go like some games, coaching, and then all of a sudden when it comes down to Penn State, somebody that they gotta win against. These are playoff factors. You couldn't wait till the end of the season to let down a punishment or to do something or get rid of the Stallions guy and ban him, which I heard that's what Harbaugh did. They suspended him. He's no longer allowed around if I'm not mistaken, when I was watching Pat McAfee, he's not allowed to really be around the team like that. So yeah, I don't think that's right. And I see why they're mad at that, but I hope they take it out on their opponents. They have to face against Maryland, Tua Tagovailoa's little brother. And if he's anything like his brother, man, that's not going to be an easy game. I think he's going to fight if they believe in him like that. But, yeah, and the last game against Ohio State, and they're just rolling, bruh. So, shout out to Michigan. I wish them the best. It's not fair, but fight for your interim head coach. He was crying for Coach Harbaugh. I think they are real. This really is messing with them. So, I mean, as far as, not on the field, but, this is a whole encounter, what's going on, bro. So that's it with college football. We'll go ahead and move on. Let's see here. I can't move on without this, baby. Washington beat Utah 35-28. I got to finish that off. You know what I'm saying? I really, really, really like that quarterback, man. I really like Penix. Penix is off the chain. What did Penix do today? We got to go over because I like him, bro. He can just spin the ball. It look pretty coming out of his hands. He know how to throw it. He had 332 yards and 2 touchdowns. Goodness gracious, Michael Penix. Goodness gracious. Go nuts. So they're 10-0. They're looking to march towards the playoffs. I think it's going to be the first Pac-10 team that we've had in the playoffs in a minute. I can't remember a Pac-10 team making it to the playoffs. They just beat up on each other, and then when they go against somebody else, they can't really do it. So we'll see. I think there should be this year. This should really legitly be a Big 12 team, a Pac-10 team, depending on how they end, a Big 10 team. And the SEC team. It should be all 4. And I think Florida State is fighting to be in that playoff. Let me see here. Do they have any losses? Oh, snap. That's going to be hard. Oh, snap. Florida State is 10-0. So I think it's going to be so there shouldn't be 2 from no conference. That's not fair. So that's why this is important, man. Wow. Florida State. Whoever's the winner of the SEC, I think it's going to come down to who has a better record from the Big 12, Big 10, and that's going to be crazy, man. Oh, no, it's more than 4 teams, right? Is it 6 teams in the playoffs? I think they might have expanded it because I'm like, dang, that's going to be hard. That's going to be crazy. Like, man, the end is going to be crazy no matter what. So if they put all of them in there, and they're going to probably put an extra SEC team, which is dirty. That's some dirty dogs. Or extra Big 10 team, you know what I'm saying? Because they love them. They love the Big 10. They love the SEC, bro. They don't show no love to the Pac or the Big 12. They ain't showing us no love like that. Maybe the ACC, if they had Clemson and Florida State that was undefeated and maybe one loss against the other, they try to do that. But if UT only has that one loss, but they beat Alabama, they should get into the playoffs. As if they win that championship. All right. And like I said, hey, hold up. I keep trying to move on, but I can't. Quentin Ewers, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You barely put it out against TCU. That was stomping. He don't know how to close out teams. That's a fact. I don't care what nobody say. And they running back went down, bro. That actually is very concerning for me. What's his name? Jonathan Brooks. Yeah, bro. They don't know how to close it out, man. And I believe Brooks is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Come back, push the narrow win. Let's see here. We might have to check this out. So Jonathan Brooks, he did go down with the injury. They had to help him out to the locker room. We got to look up and see like the news. Man, they do not have the news on there. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get that news. Yeah, so they ain't got that. They don't have it. But yeah, they had to help him in the locker room. If he's gone, they're gonna be hard pressed, bro. They're gonna be hard pressed to keep it going unless they really believe in that other running back, which he was started off the season. He started the season, but yeah, they're gonna be hard pressed, bro. Let me see here. In the fourth quarter, they only scored 3 points, bro. Actually, in the second half, they only scored 3 points. Only scored 3 points in the second half. I don't care how many points or whatever yards Quentin Ewers had, bro. Y'all had 3 points in the second half, and y'all allowed TCU to have 20 points. They almost came back on y'all because you can only score 3 freaking points. Somebody get on Quentin Ewers, bro. Like, bro, come on now, dog. I don't believe in cuz. Let's see here. Hey. So let's talk about some NBA, man. I'm going to talk about a couple teams, not too many. I'm not that up to date with it, but we're going to do our thing. You know how it is. You know how it is, baby. But yeah, Milwaukee lost to the Orlando Magic, which I don't like that. What is going on with them? So they still have a winning record. At least they got a winning record right now. They're 5-4. Orlando's 5-4. But they lost to Orlando 97 to 112. I think Giannis was actually benched, if I'm not mistaken. He was either benched or something. What happened? Matter of fact, let's just go to the box score. Let's go to the box. What's funny is that they weren't even outscored the second half. First half was the damage. Orlando came out swinging the first half. Wow. Giannis had, let's see here. What the heck is the point? Yeah, he had 35 points. So, okay, it looks like they did not have. Okay. That's crazy. They did not have Damian Lillard today. I don't know why. Maybe it's side out. Maybe they're just trying to take care of him. I'm not quite sure, but that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, well, that makes sense then why they didn't win that. Let's go back and just look at who they've been playing, what's going on. When I do see Damian Lillard, we're gonna see what's going on with that. So, who have they lost to? They lost to Indiana. They lost to. So let me see. In Indiana, did they have Damian Lillard? That's crazy. Yeah, Damian Lillard didn't play in this game either. What's going on with Damian Lillard? Am I tripping? What is going on? Because he ain't playing this. So this is why they losing. they ain't got my boy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got my dog. That makes sense. But Jesus, Giannis Antetokounmpo dropped 54 points. What in the world is going on? But he that man. To me, the best basketball player in the league is Giannis. He dropped 50 in the damn championship. What else do you want? What else do you want? You know what I'm saying? What else do you want from him? So they dropped that. Let's see. Well, last time Lillard was out there, bro. Okay, so the last game they played was against Detroit, and they beat Detroit. Okay. So let's see. And he had 14 points. Let's just check out. Let's see. Not Brian Lopez. We don't want no Brian Lopez. We want Damian Lillard. No, he had 34 points. Jesus. Yeah, I hear that boy. So right now he is 15th in the league in points. He averages 24 points a game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, and 40% field goal percentage. He can improve on that, but he's scoring though. You can't be mad at him, and he's doing his job. So status. What does that mean? I wonder what happened. So, okay, he's something going on. He has a calf injury. That's why he's not playing. Okay. Well, let him get his rest or whatever like that. Y'all doing y'all thing. Let me see the standings. As long as y'all get in the standings, it's cool. Like, you can't really. All right, so conference. So they're second in their division. That's 7th right now in the Eastern Conference, though. They can do better than that. They'll do better because they're tied with about 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 teams with 3 other. Well, there's 3 other teams with that same record of 5 and 4. The best team is 7-1, with being the 76ers. Boston is 7-2. Ain't that something? Indiana Pacers is 6-3. So yeah, they're gonna come up. As the season goes on, they're gonna gel more as a team. Giannis is gonna, like I said, they're gonna rely. They need help right now. Him and Middleton ain't good enough, and Lopez ain't good enough. They need that other superstar to help out and score points with him. He can drop 50 all day. As you can see, he had a couple games already where he's dropping 50. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of points, 30 plus. But he can do that all day. But he needs help. Let's just call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Got to call it how we see it. So yeah, I just wanted to give a quick update on Milwaukee because that's my team. I love Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm really a fan of Giannis. I'm not a Bucks fan. If I have to pick a team that I'm a fan of, it's got to be the Mavericks, man. Speaking of the Mavericks, let's see how they doing. Let's see how they doing. Let's see how the Mavericks doing. Because I ain't heard nothing about them all season so far. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that? Oh, so they beat the LA Clippers. Goodness. Let's see that. That kind of hurts my heart because let's see, I like Kawhi Leonard. That's my second favorite. Or he's somewhere up there on my list as far as like best basketball players or people who I support. So let's see here. Goodness. That 144 to 126. Goodness. Dallas is 7-2. They quietly just doing their thing. It is quietly doing their thing. LA Clippers is 3-5. Goodness gracious. It's hard to beat them when Luka drops 44 points. Man, who else was helping Luka do this damage like that? Goodness. He was number 1 in assists, too. He had 6 assists. What in the world? And his field goal percentage is very good. 17 to 21. Goodness. Free throw 4-4. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah. He doing his damn thing. You can't be mad at that. Oh, yeah. They splashing. Big splash. Ooh. Goodness gracious. That's crazy. They killing them boys. Okay. Wow. So, yeah, they're 7-2. They doing their thing. Oh, man. Let's see the league. Let's see who's out here in the league, dog. Like, we're doing a thing. Conference. All right, so look. The 76ers and Boston Celtics both hold the best records on the Eastern Conference, 71 and 72. 72 being the Celtics, as we said before. Wow, I did not see this. The Denver Nuggets are 8-1, of course, followed by the Dallas Mavericks being 7-2. Minnesota Timberwolves are 6-2 right now. Wow, they are doing their thing. But like I said, this is just the beginning of the season. A lot of these people, even the Lakers with their sorry self being 5-4. I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a Laker hater. But even the Lakers, they're going to come back. They're going to do better. A lot of these teams gotta see what they are, and then they'll adjust. Especially if they have good players, like a Milwaukee, like a LA. They have good players. As much as I want to hate them, like a Golden State who's 6-4. It is what it is. It takes time to like really gel, see what you are, and then adjust. Golden State has a new lineup technically. They have another big voice in their locker room with Chris Paul. They're gonna see how he gels with them, and they're gonna adjust. Hey, maybe you don't need to be starting. Come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? That might be what they're gonna do. I heard that like in the second or third game, they was like maybe that's what they need to do. So I don't know if they're doing that, but that's possibly what they could be doing. Shout out the Timber Wolves though right now. Dallas, y'all need to slow it down. It's because I do not think you have depth like that. Let's look at the roster. Let's look. Man, we got to do these things. Damn, they got salaries next to their names and stuff like that. They let you know who that is. All right, let's see. I gotta know my team, and I ain't gonna be somebody who fakes the funk like I know who everybody on the team. I know Luka on the team. That's about it. I think they had Woods that joined us. I don't know if they got rid of Woods. Man, I gotta see who's on my team. Let's see, and I gotta give myself a nice cut. Man, keep yourself groomed, fellas. You see my fro, I always try to make sure that it's on point for y'all. If not, I'm wearing a hat or something like that. But please make sure yourself is groomed. You know what I'm saying? I might be a tatted up fool, you know what I'm saying, to some of y'all, but at least I wash my nuts. You know what I'm saying? I take a bath, you feel me? I take a shower, you feel me? I do my thing. I use a washcloth. Use a washcloth. Do not put your body against the damn soap. I don't give a damn. That's disgusting. You got body hairs and all kind of shit. Get on your soap. Don't do that, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Hope I give me a little sponsorship. I can go, you know what I'm saying, tell y'all what to go to the groom. I get some pointage or something like that off of that. You feel me? But all right. Yeah, I don't know none of these. Oh, yeah, Kyrie Irving. He's on the team. Kyrie Irving did his thing too, 27 points. See, you ain't hearing nothing about them. I forgot about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving had 27 damn points. How many assists did he have? He had 3 assists, so that is good. 44-27 as far as the points between Irving and Luka Doncic. Who is there? So do they have Woods anymore? So they don't have Woods anymore. They do have Seth Curry. They have Powell. Tim Hardaway still on there. Okay. Morris is on the team. Who's Greg Williams? Is that Greg Williams or who is that? G. Williams. Who is this fella? Grant Williams, a power forward. I think he used to play for another team, didn't he? But he doing this thing. 12 points a game. Assist 1. What about his rebounds? This boy got some rebounds, let me see. This thing, for some reason, keep blanking out and going white on me. I don't know what's up with that. But let's see here. He gets about 3 rebounds a game. That's cool, I guess, whatever. But I think you like supposed to be a big man. You're a power forward. Okay, yeah. Power forward, small forward, center, Lively. Who's Lively? I don't know who Lively is. Lively. Man. It's got to be more than Leonard, by the way, the scores, bro. He's the only one in the double in the 20s. Everybody else is like in the teens. Y'all got to do better than Paul George, more than 8 points. What's his name? Zubac, 12 points. That's okay. But Westbrook, 14. Harden, 14. Y'all got to do better than that. I could be passing the ball around and missing shots because I know that's what's happening. Just passing the ball around and missing shots. Actually, Paul George is the only one who's missing shots like this. Oh, my God. Paul George, what you doing, dog? He's the only one less than like 50%. I don't like that. Okay, so, all right, so. Who's Lively? Derek Lively. Is he a rookie or something? What is he? Birthday. He only 19, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a rookie. He's 19. He get 8 points. He averaged 8 points. That's not good. Rebounds, he's a rebounder, though. He's 38th in the league in rebounding. Boy, pretty nice. And his field goal percentage is 70%. Shoot more. That's all you got to do, shoot more, bro. You seem like you're pretty good, actually. What are you, like, you 7'1"? Damn. Yeah, damn. Derek Lively, okay. All right, we got us a big man. How much? He's 230. By next year, be like 240. We'll work up to 250. Let's try to do that. But you look like you are a good center. You just need to shoot more. That's all. They look like you probably doing your layups, you know what I'm saying, making sure you get your easy points. I'm not mad at that. You can't be mad at that. 70%, you score about 8 points. Let's up it up a little bit. You got your rebounds. You get about 7 rebounds. That's crazy. You doing the job. You look a good center. I like that. So, okay, shout out to Dallas, man. All right. Now it's going to be a mother whenever we face off on them Spurs with Wemby. Okay, so I'm a Texas supporter. After the Dallas Mavericks, then I go ahead and I go to Houston. If Houston ain't looking good, then I'll go to the Spurs. So that's how I work with the NBA. I just got to do what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, let's see what's going on. What is going on? Come on, y'all. Give me the standings, y'all. Come on, Joe. Something going on with this. They don't want to. So the Spurs, I thought they were doing way better than the way they talk about Wemby. They are 3-6. So Wemby might be doing good, but his team is not doing good. They lost last to Minnesota, which Minnesota's pretty good. As we can see, they're pretty dang good. Cat is probably holding down Wemby. Hey, you ain't going to do what you want against me. Let's see what happened in that game. Let's see what happened. Because, Cat out there, I know hey, let's see what he did, player. So Wemby, yeah, he did do what he wanted. It's just Karl Anthony Towns did what he wanted to. So they both had 29 points. Crazy. But Wembanyama crazy, bro. He go hard, bro. Like his team just sucked, bro. He go hard, bro. 29 points? Dang, bro. Come on, bro. Right now, this type of doing a fool right now. I'm trying to get these stats for y'all. So Wembanyama was 12 of 21. That's not too bad. That's a little bit over 50%. Same thing with Karl Anthony Towns, 11 of 21. Karl Anthony Towns 4 of 4 from the free throw. I think Wembanyama was 2 of 4 or 3 of 4. What was he? If this thing stopped blinking, yeah, 2 of 4. So yeah, man, he's doing his thing. His team just obviously isn't that good. If we can just go ahead and go over to the box score. That's what I really want. Let's go to the box score. What did his team do? So, no, it looks like, okay, so Vassell, he had 29 points. Collins I think Zach Collins had 11 points. Sochan and Sokan or whatever had 14. Johnson had 6. That's not bad. That sounds like they did better than the goddamn Clippers. I think technically they are a better team than the Clippers, but yeah, they lost a close one though to Minnesota. Wembanyama, that is a good player. Let's look at what he's doing. Wemby. Let's look at Wemby. So Wembanyama is 7'4", 210 pounds. He is only 19 years old, which is sick. That is crazy. Right now, he averages 19 points a game, 19.9. I say 20 points a game. 2 assists, 8 rebounds, which he's tied for 5th in the dang league. And he's 46% from the field. That is damn good. I know he shoots threes and everything like that, so that's part of that. So that is a dangerous man. And he just dropped, let's see, once again, he just dropped against Minnesota 29 points. That is fucking insane. I got to cuss on that. That is fucking insane. Say what y'all want. Wembanyama's here to stay. He's proven that, hey, I might be thin. But remember in the preseason, he did good, or he did good and then he did bad. And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cut the preseason short. I'm going to go away and train and I'm going to get ready for the season. I see where I need to go. I like dudes who do that. And he came back and he's playing good. He's playing very, very good. So shout out to the Spurs and everything like that. The last thing I want to look over before I get off of the NBA is the Lakers, because I be hearing different things about the Lakers. I want to know for myself before I keep just hating on them. You know what I'm saying? I love to hate, but I got to understand what's going on before I just continue to hate. Okay, let's see here. And everyone wants to show me. All right, so right now, this is crazy. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 16th in the league. They're 4-5. Which isn't the worst. That's not the worst. We're not going to sit up here. They're 16th. It's not the worst. They have a whole bunch of teams. I think they have like 30 or some teams. So at least a midway team. Like I said, I'm not gonna go back and backtrack what I said. Most teams at the beginning of the season, especially the good ones, hey, I'm trying to give the team over to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, for some reason, from what I heard, he's still being soft and he's still not taking over games the way he's supposed to. So LeBron James, 40-year-old ass, still got to bring the ball up the court and be yamming on people and take over games. He's trying not to have to take over games. He's trying to play his part and just yam on them and make some splash plays and support the main guy. And he doesn't want to be the main guy anymore, especially for LA, who I think he's trying to slowly get out of LA, or at least not be the main guy where all the lights are on him. Like, dog, if we don't make this the championship, it's because of you. So last game they played was against the Phoenix Suns. They beat them. I actually watched that game. I think they went into overtime, or if they didn't go overtime, they pulled out late, and they won that game. And I did not hear a peep from Anthony Davis. It was all LeBron, and then he gave the shot again to the young guy. I forgot his name. Let's look at his name. I forgot his name. Come on, don't do all that blinking stuff. You see my face turning white from all this screen going blank and stuff like that. I'm trying not to do that. Hey, come on now. Come on. What's going on, baby? What's going on? What's going on? I can't wait till I get some music so I can just play that music. You know what I'm saying? In front of you. I don't even say music like that. Well, I say music like that because I like the way it sounds, but I don't even talk like that. But I like me some music, some good old school music. This shit don't want to let me do this. They don't want to let me see that. But anyway, there was a game before that he tried to give the ball to like a younger player, and he missed it. And they were like, "Hey, why did you do that? Why would you give the ball to him?" Oh, Cam Reddish, that's what his name was. So he tried to give the ball to Cam Reddish, and they're wondering why you believe in giving the ball in that kind of a situation to a young guy like Cam Reddish. Who was traded from me. I believe Cam Reddish was playing for either the Toronto Raptors or New York Knicks, which I'm a Knicks fan, by the way. I like Knicks. The colors is crazy. The colors is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But why would you give the ball in that kind of situation to a dude like that who isn't a Anthony Davis or something like that? And he's like, dog, you know what I'm saying? I believe in him. I know what kind of players. I practice with this dude. I know who he is. And he gave it to him again at the end of the game, and he hit the shot. So once again, they're figuring out their team. They're encouraging the younger guys. They're putting people in their right places, and they're building their team. So later on in the season, that's going to be a more common thing. Hey, I'm going to be looking for you because they're guarding me and Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis is soft. He's not going to take it to the hole. He's going to sit up there and try to hook it or pull up when he should be trying to back him down into the hole. So as I'm driving, I'm going to kick it out to one of these dudes who are wide open on the wing. Cam Reddish is wide open on the wing in these crucial moments because all eyes are on those star players. So Cam Reddish is doing his thing. Cam Reddish was a +7. He had 17 points. Want to know who else had the same amounts as a role player? Anthony Davis. He had 18 points, dog, and he was a -5, dog. He had 11 rebounds. Shout out to him, but you're a big man. You're supposed to do that, but LeBron James had 11 rebounds. He had 4 assists. LeBron James had 6 assists. Want to know the difference? LeBron James had 32 points. He didn't have 18 points. So it's a bunch of dudes who shouldn't be acting like this, who are being these role type of players. Shout out D'Angelo Russell. I love that guy. He had 19 points. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his part. I don't give a darn. He's doing his thing. Cam Reddish has 17 points, as I said. Prince has 7 points. Maybe he can do a little bit more. But at the end of the day, that team just needs to figure out who's who and their roles, and they'll be just fine. They got Woods, who came from Dallas, which I like him too. He was a +8. He had 5 points. There's like 9 rebounds. He's a good big, in my opinion. I did like him when he was with them. So I see what's going on. Who did they lose to so far? So they barely won against LA, but they beat them. I mean, the Clippers. I like the Clippers over LA. but it is what it is. They got beat by Orlando. Orlando's pretty good. Orlando's knocking people off. You can sleep on them if you want to. They're knocking off Milwaukee. They're knocking off LA. All right, you doing their thing. They're walking around. Miami beat them. They lost a close one to Miami, by the way. Houston dog walked them 128. Goodness gracious. And yeah, they beat Phoenix. So yeah, that's what it's looking like for LA. We're gonna be done with the NBA talk now. That's what we're gonna do right now, as we said before. So what did we learn today? We learned that the 76ers and Boston are doing their darn thing. We don't need to go over them, but they're the top of the Eastern Conference. On the Western Conference, it is going to be, I forgot, who is that? It is the Dallas Mavericks, and I'm trying to think because they're not trying to show me the freaking standings right now, which is crazy, bro. It's crazy, but yeah, we learned the Dallas Mavericks is pretty dang good right now. Kyrie Irving, you're not hearing nothing from Kyrie Irving. I think that was why he probably returned. I think Mark Cuban probably was like, look, dog, if you come back, we gonna make sure that everything's kosher for you. They ain't gonna have all this news on you. We ain't gonna have a spotlight on you. We just gonna let you just ball. And whenever you just let somebody like that just ball, you see the outcome and the balling right now. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to the NBA. That's what's going on. Kelly Oubre, prayers to you. I hope that you have a full recovery and that you're able to keep on playing. It seems that you're not too hurt or injured because they let you out the hospital literally the day that they let you in. So shout out to you. And the last thing we're going to, we did have some other things. Oh, yeah, shout out Tyrese Maxey, I believe his name, but his name is Maxey. He's holding it down for them 76ers, bro. He still got them in the #1 spot. They thought that they would be down because they don't have a Harden, but Tyrese Maxey is doing his thing. I remember playing him on 2K some years ago, and I was like, dang, this dude's pretty good. And he's just keep on going. He's ascending. That's pretty much the title of what I'm reading right now. You know, Maxey's ascension, and that's what's up, man. I like that. Let's go. If I'm not mistaken, in the UFC, somebody just won a title, or they just won their game, the fight tonight. Let me see here. I don't want to do that. It's gonna ruin my thing. I can't do that anyway. So let's go ahead and I'm stuck in the NBA. That's why. I was stuck in the NBA. All right. Ooh, cuz from that's the dude who beat Israel Adesanya. Oh, so Alex Pereira. I'm sorry for mispronouncing it. I know I am. He won the light heavyweight title tonight. Shout out to him. He beat, I think it's Yuri Prochaska. But he beat Yuri. So shout out to him, man. I like the UFC. I've always been a big fan of the UFC. The tough man competitions, the cage fights, all of that, man. I've always been a big fan. I was back watching Chuck Liddell, watching what's his name? God dang it, Jackson. Was it Rampage Jackson? I used to watch the Brazilian dude. I forgot his name. Goodness. I'm so mad. I don't know. Royce Gracie, beating up on dudes twice, 3 times his size on the ground, grabbing their hair, beating them. You know what I'm saying? Uppercutting them to death, bro. They're holding their head, you know what I'm saying, bro? They're holding on for dear life, elbowing, doing everything, bro. Like, that was some crazy stuff. And I was like, man, I'll never do that, bro. I ain't catching no elbow to the face, no knee to the face, you know what I'm saying? Getting in the head. Like, I'm not doing all that. But yeah, man, that's pretty cool, man. I really love the UFC, man. I'm sad to see Israel Adesanya, one of my brethren, go down, but he loses all the time and he comes back. So let him go ahead and enjoy his rest and come back fighting strong again, because that's what you do. He's a real fighter. The wins and losses don't defy him. He's a style bender, and he's gonna adapt and he's gonna do his thing. And I'm just proud of him. I remember watching him back when he was kickboxing and he came over. Cause I got him mistaken by the dude from England, who I think right now he like shattered his knee or something like that. Something bad happened to that dude. I forgot what happened, but he has a little Pokemon celebration. I forgot his name. I think it's like RKO or something like that, or MVP, something like that. Um, But I remember watching him back then, and he's always been a dog to me. I knew he had lost before he even got big, and I was like, well, it seems like he's just a fighter, bro. He has skill, and he risks it. He fights actual opponents. He's not scared to fight you. If you want to fight, he's gonna do it. He's gonna move up in weight class. He got beat. Okay, that's not my thing. Let me come down. He's not scared to lose, and that's a sign of a great man. Every champion is not the same champion. I think that would be boring if all the champions were just undefeated. Even Mike Tyson lost, and then you can even say going to jail was a loss, losing that year or so that he was in jail, coming back and just tearing up the league again. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to UFC. Shout out to all my dogs, man. I really like the UFC. I like Dana White. I know a lot of people don't. They probably think he's a prick. He's a rich dude who don't really sensitized to like the people, but to buy a company and take it to the heights that he has. Shout out to Dana White, and I love the Contender series. Is freaking beautiful, bro. I really like that. The Ultimate Fighter competition series. I love that series, man. If I could do that, see, I like stuff like Survivor. I like Fear Factor, and I've been watching the Ultimate Fighter competition for a long time, since its beginnings. So stuff like that, man. If I was in the right place, man, and life was different, I would love to do stuff like that. That's the kind of dude I am. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, let's see what else. Let's go on to some football, and then we're gonna wrap it up, baby. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see here. They had a crazy catch, too, by Dayton Wade from the Ole Miss team, too. I'm looking at his picture. That boy going crazy, stretching out like this to catch it. You know what I'm saying? One of them old Darryls. He did that. But Ole Miss, man, they still falling short, though. They got beat up on. Where's my year in the mean? My year in the mean. Where's my year in the mean? All right. So right now, it is week 10. It's a little bit, wow, it's week 10? That is crazy. Wow, it's week 10, dog. So we're almost there, y'all. It's only 8 more weeks, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a little bit past mid-season. Oh man, a little bit past mid-season, and majority of the content that I make is of the NFL. So just to give thoughts on the season, we're gonna first start off with the standings of the teams right now, and let's go by conference. I don't know why it's doing this. It's going crazy right now. Like, come on, give me what I want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Huh? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Anyway, because it don't want to give me what I want. That's crazy. But in the NFL, the Miami Dolphins started off very strong. Tua Tagovailoa was in contention for the MVP. I think he's come down to earth. He's still playing well, but to not have a win against a winning team this season is troubling. I think it says a lot. I think that's why you have to watch like who you allow to like influence you at the beginning of the season, because teams aren't who they are yet. You don't know who they are yet. Just because they beat a Eagles team doesn't mean that that's a fluke or something like that. Or what's a good example? Or they beat a New England, or they beat what's another bad team? I'm trying to think because they're not letting me. Oh, they beat an Indiana, or they beat a Houston team, or a Pittsburgh, or Green Bay. That doesn't mean that you're like, or Tampa Bay. That doesn't mean that you are who you are. You're not top of the league. These teams that I've named all have a losing record, or they have, they all have a losing record that I named. Just because I think the Bengals start out 0-3. Let me see here. The Bengals. We got to check out the Bengals real quick before I keep speaking, because they're 5-3 right now. So yeah, just because you beat a Bengals team early on in the season doesn't mean that they're not going to go on a freaking tear and win like 3-4 straight. They won the 4 straight the last 4 games. You know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow starts off like very slow. I think that's a staple point of him now. He's going to start off slow, whether it be injury or no injury. They're going to start off slow, and they're going to pick it up. And as the season goes on, they're going to become a powerhouse. So right now they are 5-3, and they're going to keep stacking on that. So you have to be very careful of who you say teams are, and who you think that individual is. Joe Burrow still was very, very terrible this year. He was last in like every category majority of this season. He is turning it around, but he has less passing yards than C.J. Stroud. He has less TDs than C.J. Stroud. He has more interceptions than C.J. Stroud. So he is not playing good. But as I said, he picks it up mid-season and delivers towards the end and makes it, and usually goes to the playoffs and then does very well in the playoffs, whether they win or lose. So you can't really say for sure who anybody is at the beginning of the season unless they are a returning champion, or they're just continuously struggling every game, because that's going to catch up. If you're just figuring out a way to win, yes, that's cool for the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, every team is a good team. And if you don't know how to close, if you don't know how to pull away, you will lose. Trust me, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. That's how we usually go out. So I really wish that these standings would they would show me these standings. I really wish that. Come on. So it looks like Miami is top of their division. Baltimore's the top of their division. This is all AFC. Jacksonville's the top of their division. Kansas City, they have 2 losses. Their offense is not that good, in my opinion. Their defense is what's keeping them in games. Man, if they didn't have that defense, they're going to find themselves in a lot of trouble. Jacksonville, they ended the season very well last year. They beat my Cowboys. We didn't think they would. We could have won that game, but it was just too many mistakes. We had a last-second pass from Dak Prescott bounce off a wide receiver's chest, and then into the hands of a defender. He took it back, and we lost that game. Baltimore took a second to really get their foot on the pedal. Now they have their foot on the pedal. Everybody scoring, including OBJ. They're doing damn good. I cannot complain. Miami, they're starting to lose, and they're losing to all the good teams. So like I said, that's going to catch up. Oh, yeah. If they don't get it together and they really figure out who they are on offense, because we know who they are. They put up a lot of points. They put up a lot of yards, but they get sloppy. I think they drank the Kool-Aid a little bit too much. You'll see Tyreek Hill catch the ball and turn up the field and then drop the ball. You'll see him or people fumbling. You see all kind of crazy stuff. Maybe that's because Davon A-Chain isn't there, so they're not trying to run the ball as much as before. Maybe that's the issue, because they played some control football and then they would take their shots. And I don't see them running it as much as they were, because they were number 1 in the league at running the ball. Let's see who's number 1 in the league now at running the ball. I wish I see that. Oh, yeah, let's see team stats. That's what I want to see. Team stats. Come on. There's something going on with this. They don't want to show me nothing, boy. That shit is crazy. That is crazy. I hope I can see it, because I don't want to end it like this. I can't give y'all too much analyzation on this or that. Is crazy. I don't think that's right. So yeah, they're still number one offensive leaders, Miami, that is, followed by Detroit and then Philadelphia, San Francisco. San Francisco's falling off too. Wow. Remember, y'all thought they was the powerhouse. They've been losing three straight. Three straight. That is an issue. We'll see how they handle that. Yeah, so they're still top of the league on all of that. So yeah, just be mindful. So a lot of people are revealing who they are right now. Same thing with the Cowboys, man. They're second in their division, the NFC East division, but they have not beaten a contender yet, or at least top of the league yet. They're gonna have the opportunity to see the Eagles again. They're gonna have the opportunity to face the Bills. They're gonna have the opportunity against some other teams as well. So we'll see how that goes. Philadelphia, they're finding weird ways to win. As I said, that's cool for the regular season. That will catch up to you in the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs. I'm not going to sit up here and act like they're not contenders. Who else? Seattle's doing their thing. They're slow and steady. They're not flashy. They could be like that Giants team that got in on a wild card and took it all the way. That could happen. Who else? Minnesota with Josh Dobbs. We'll see how far that goes. I'm real happy to see where he's come from being a backup in Pittsburgh to being traded to Arizona, or being traded to Cleveland, and then being traded to Arizona, getting the start for missing Kyler Murray, getting a win against the Cowboys, competing against every team that they played against, then getting traded against Minnesota, getting a win with them without even practicing with them. I didn't even know he didn't even practice with them. A shout out to him. Detroit's slow and steady once again. Another one of those teams. Let's see here. They're 6-2. Very good. Very, very good Detroit team. They run the ball a lot. They play action off of that, and Jared Goff is handling the ball. He's not being the reason that they lost, and he's not being the alone reason why they win. So you can't complain about him, and I just think that he's well worth the trade that they got. Detroit has made the most out of it, and I'm happy for them to have a winning season and actually be true contenders. They're 6-2. They're going against LA Chargers. I expect them to win. Who else do I need to give shout outs to, man? Because, man, this is a crazy season. It's a crazy to very exciting season. Man. Yeah, man. So let me see here. Who else? New York Jets, say what you want, but they were not. I did not see them winning 4 games or being 500 right now. I did not see that. So the Jets are doing very good. You can't. I mean, come on now, Zach Wilson. You can say what you want, but he's not the reason why they're losing to me. They just don't have that much offense. I mean, besides Garrett Wilson, who do you have on offense? You have that running back, but the running back isn't just like world blown. He's not a world destroyer himself either. So I mean, what do you want to say? And Las Vegas. So it's gonna be Las Vegas versus New York Jets. That's gonna be a good game because they both are sorry. The Chicago thing. I want to say probably this is one of the last things I'm gonna close on before I get to the Denver game against Buffalo Bills. There were analysts that had Chicago being a contender, and they had what is that man's name? Because he's been hurt the last couple games. What is that dude's name? What is that dude's name? Goodness. Justin Fields. They had Justin Fields in the MVP contest for no reason before the season even started. Before preseason even started, they were saying that this dude was going to be he was a favorite to be a contender for the MVP. And I was like, how? That was so irresponsible. And that's such a lazy take on football. whenever you can just sit up there and make something like that, you are literally just having like something for the headlines. Like you are just grabbing for people to clickbait, because that is just crazy, bro. Why would you say that? You haven't seen anything from him that says MVP. I understand he can run the ball very good. He sticks around the game if you allow him to, but he's not that dude. Justin Fields, I don't think that you suck. I just think that you just got to put in some work, dog. At the end of the day, that's all it is. You got to put in some work and just keep at it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you should not be in no MVP competition right now. A dude who came from, I think, a Division III or Division II background was 20 of 33 passes for 162 yards. All right, it is what it is. And he has them. I think he has 2 wins for them. They're 3-7 right now. And I think they would have had a similar record with Justin Fields. So I just had to point that out. Y'all had them being true contenders. I said where? You know what I'm saying? They have to show it first. You can't just say stuff like that. You can say, I think that, you know what I'm saying, with everything, they should be a better team, and we'll see what they do with it from there. Can they put it all together? We'll see. I don't know. And last, Denver Broncos are 3-5. They're no better than the freaking Bears right now, which is crazy with Russell Wilson and them. I think they're coming off of a win, though. Let me see. What was that? Did they win last week? I think they might have won last week. You know what I'm saying? I got to give them props if they got to win. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a bye week last week for them. So did they come off of a win? I think they won. They beat Kansas City. They're the other team that beat Kansas City. So they're about to go and face the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football. We'll have a pre-game pick and analysis of what's going on, especially after the league. But they're facing off against the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are 5-4. I think that they are some scrubs. They've done nothing but covered up Josh Allen and how bad he is. He got a Madden cover, and I said, for what? Motherfucker, for what? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, for what? You know what I'm saying? What for? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what for. So, yeah, they some bums to me. They're just average. They're not bums. They're just average for me. Trash. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. And lastly, let me talk about my Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to face against New York and some dude, I think his name is DeVito or something like that. He's the most New York dude ever. Let me see here. He's like the most New York name ever, something like that. Who knows? But, oh, man, she was here. Oh, I wish I could. It's late at night, y'all. I'm sorry. But, yeah, they're going against, like, the most New York quarterback I ever heard. He's, like, perfect for the team. Because, you know, Daniel Jones is out for the game, but they need to get Pollard going. They need to establish the run. I think this will be a very good game to do so, and just give him some confidence, just because you should blow out the New York Giants. So go ahead and work on things that you need to work on. You are a 89% favorite to win this game. Let's not play with them. Please don't play with them. Just go ahead and do what you need to do, and work on what needs to be worked on. So when we do get it, because we have an easy slate coming up. The teams that have a hard slate coming up is going to be the Eagles. So we're hoping that they lose like probably 2 of the next like 4 games, because they're playing some power teams. So yeah, get Pollard going. I think that's a missing ingredient. We need a real running team. We need a real running game. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Other than that, that's going to be it, y'all. This was a great episode, you know what I'm saying, just talking some sports with my people. I think it's going to be a great week of sports coming up. Yeah, dig me. I hope y'all enjoyed these college football games. I did today. I was just sitting up here watching them, just eating and just enjoying my, you know what I'm saying, my time being at home, my off time. And I just wanted to end it off just talking to my people. So this should be uploaded tonight, if not by the morning. Whoever watches this, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. comment, tell me what I can do better. Should I give you a little bit more, I don't know, a little cherry on top with the expressions or something like that? Should I put a little bit more flavor into it? Because I can, but I have to shorten it. I just gave out like an hour of me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you talk this much, and normally I don't even talk this much, you got to get used to talking this much. Sometimes you get a little fuzzy up there, and you're like, all right, man, slow it down, make sure you're breathing and everything. You're not just reading off, because I just read y'all like damn near a book worth of, or at least a couple of chapters of words, you know what I'm saying, without even really just stopping and like, maybe without a couple of times just stopping and just really just being like, all right, take your breath or something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is all new to me. So I just want to say thank y'all so much. Please subscribe. I'll take in any comments. I'm going to have my picks for tomorrow's NFL games. Eventually, I'm going to have me some shirts made, some jersey type shirts where the shirts, they're short. The shirts, though, they're going to be long sleeve, you know what I'm saying, regular sleeve, you know what I'm saying, tight on the arms, have like a number on there. We're going to have Coliseum Sports Show because we call them as we see them, you dig me? Yeah, man, I can't wait because I'm just going to keep growing this channel. And I hope y'all are there every step of the way, because the only way to go is up. We ain't going down, and I'm just gonna keep pumping out content because that's the only thing I can do. This is what I love to do. I love sports. If I could have, I told you I would have fought. I would have been in the Army. I would have done all of this stuff. I would have kept. I did play college football. I would have play in like I think it's like intercollegiate basketball. I did do all this, by the way. I'm just saying I would have kept doing it. But that's why I have a passion for this, because I can just talk all day. I love it. I hope you can see it in my spirit. I'm not just talking shit. I'm not up here just to give y'all a shock value. I started off very strong with the analytics and the statistic number part of the on my videos. I kind of got away from it and gave out a lot of my just personal opinion. So now I'm going to mix both of them, and so it all makes sense. It all meshes, and I don't mind being wrong, but I hope you just stick with me now. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to take it from there. We're going to keep going up. You feel me? And yeah, man, this is the Coliseum Sports Show. This is a Saturday night, technically Sunday morning, because it just turned 12 Central Standard. Some of y'all are still behind if y'all in California watching my show and whatever it is, you dig me? But I appreciate y'all again. I can't say that enough. Take care of yourself. Go on a walk in the morning. Drink you some water. Go see your family. Go spend time with your cousins, your brother, you know what I'm saying? Give them a phone call. Talk to your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Tell them that you love them, because you don't know how long they here, man. So tomorrow, I plan on going to chill with my dad. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Happy Veterans Day. Hey, I salute all y'all. I didn't make it all the way in because of things going on in life. Life was happening. But, you know, I come from a military family. I lived in Wiesbaden, Germany, and Frankfurt, El Paso, and Fort Bliss, Fort Hood, Texas. That's where I'm from. I shouldn't have said that. But, yeah, I'm from Central Texas for sure. But I've been all around the world. I've been all around the United States, especially being a truck driver. I know the in and outs of this country on I-55, I-65, I-75, I-85, I-95, up there on 90, 80, 70, 30, 40, 20, and down to 10. California on 5. Oh, what is that? Yeah, is that 5? It's a 5 on in California. There's also a 5 in Florida too, if I'm not mistaken. Or there's a 10. It's 10 or something like that. Whatever. I've been out there, kissing me, Florida. Shout out to you, Orlando. Shout out to you. That's my favorite area. You know what I'm saying? Y'all showed me love. I was very comfortable there. I moved around like I was part of the culture down there. I love y'all. Yeah, man, it's going to be one hell of a journey, man. And I just thank y'all for just tuning in. Whoever watches this, even if it's just one person, if you make it this far, y'all have a blessed day. Go see your people. Enjoy yourself. Take care of your health. Man, I'll see you on the next one. This is the Coliseum Sports Show, where I call them as I see them. And the way I see it is we on one. And we ain't never going to stop, baby. Let's get it.